Hi, y'all. This is Renee, your wealth coach. I am doing this month of April is Youth Month. And so every Saturday at 12, I'm doing a live Zoom. And I'm also live on Instagram today. I'm going to share with you guys. You get it live. But there is a link that you can join in. You would have to go to the Kingdom Heirs Instagram to find the link for the live Zoom. I'm going to talk about how to turn your allowance into profit. This is part 2, but part of this, we're going to talk about investing in stocks, crypto, and NFT. And I'm not going to do a whole lot in crypto and NFT, but you see, I'm going to lead you somewhere with this. First step in taking your allowance and making it into a profit. So the part 1, we talked about saving your money and paying yourself first. That's key. That's key. That's key. That's key. Whether you're a youth, a teen, or an adult, you want to always pay yourself first. But after a while of paying yourself first, your money is going to accumulate, and it's going to accumulate fast. And so when you get to a certain dollar amount that you establish, it may be $100, maybe $200, maybe $300. You want to then take that and put it into an asset, into an investment, so that it could then begin to multiply. Because when you save $10 a week, at the end of the month, you'll have $40. But if you take that $40 and put it into an investment, it has the ability, the right investment, or the investment that will accomplish your financial goals that you've set for yourself, it will begin to accelerate and grow rapidly. So the first key thing is to read books. Go to the library, find books on stocks, find books on crypto buying, find books on NFT. You can also find people that give classes in those areas. Or you can go to YouTube, you can Google it. You want to find out as much information that you can find. You'll find that there are certain people that speaks to you. Like when I first started out purchasing stocks, like, okay, I got into Motley Fool, their concept. They have a concept available, or William O'Neill. But as the time goes on, you'll keep increasing your knowledge on the subject so that you can maximize your money as best as possible. So, you want to find books, you want to find mentors, you want to find classes that you can partake in to give you the knowledge that you're looking for. Step 2, you want to take and find a list of companies. So for example, as a teen, and this topic is for teens. So if you have teenagers, please, please, please share this video, get them on this live. So what I did for my daughter was I paid attention to all the stores that she would beg me to take her to. And at the time she was 10. So Build-A-Bear, Justice Clothing. She loved that clothing store. Where are you buying your shoes? Where are you buying your games? Where are you buying, where do you love to eat? What's your favorite cologne, perfume, your favorite soap? Everything that is tangible comes from a company. And so you want to list those areas that you're most interested in, or that your friends are most interested in. Where do your friends hang out? What do they like to buy? What things do they like to consume? And you'll find that you may find on that list a company that you can definitely invest your money into and multiply it. So that's a good way to get started if you haven't already started investing in stocks. So you want to make a list of companies. So look at your shoes. What brand name shoes are you wearing? What brand name phone are you wearing? Like, for instance, I am going live on my Apple phone. I have an Apple computer. I have an Apple iPad. You see where I'm going with this? So here's a way that I consume these products that I can invest, get a piece of the company back to whereas I can make some of my money back with a company. I'm not doing any recommendations. This is just for educational conversation only today. You want to do your research. So you've made your list of companies that you're interested in looking at, not purchasing yet, but looking at. You want to do your research. Okay, so company A, you're looking at, what is management doing? Are they going to create new products? Are they working on new products that will come out next year or 5 years from now? Are they growing as a company? The one thing you want to know whenever you purchase stock or crypto or put your money into an investment, you want to know, what are you going to do to make me money? That's key thing. So there's a lot of large companies out there that have proven themselves. They don't have anything else to prove. They're just good with they make enough money to keep their company on the forefront and afloat. But you want to look for companies that, are growing, that will one day take the place of that larger company and will, their main goal is to, how can I make the stockholders money? And so you want to make money in the stock market. You want to multiply your money. So you want to look for companies that are dedicated to doing that. And so that's easy to find. You can go online to the company and you can read their, they have to, especially if they're a public company, they have to provide their numbers. They have to show you how much debt they're in. They have to show you how much money that they have sitting aside for new projects, how management is doing, who management is. And if that company happens to be in your local town, you can actually go to the annual meetings and hear directly from the CEO and the executive team to hear how they're working hard to grow your money, which is nice. That's a neat feature. So I pulled 3 companies, tennis shoes as an example here. Again, I'm not making any recommendations. I'm just using this as an example. So let's say you have a closet full of Nike tennis shoes. That's all that you purchase. Your friends purchase Nike. So Nike has your interest. What I also recommend is not only look at Nike, but find 2 other sneaker companies to compare it to. Because although Nike may be a great company to be a part, but the money may be more than what you can afford today. But then Adidas and Converse, or Converse may be in direct competition. They're all in competition with each other, but it may be a better buy. You may be able to make more money by going with a company that is trying to surpass Nike. I haven't looked at their numbers, so I don't know which one is better than the other, but I'm just using it as an example. So even though Nike is your interest stock, you want to also look at 2 other sneaker companies in comparison. And out of that, you may end up saying, Nike is my choice, that's the better buy. Or you say, oh, you know what, Adidas is on the rise. They just, have some new campaigns that's gonna make the stockholders some money. One of the things that I want to say that as you grow, now you may just start off very simple, just keep it simple and make small steps at the beginning while you're learning how to invest in companies. So you can go in and buy 1 share stock of Nike. You could buy some stocks in Adidas. There are some, and we'll get down further when choosing a brokerage company, you'll find the one that best meets your needs. But for now, as you advance, so say you start off with Nike, you make money in Nike stock or Adidas stock, and then you turn around and say, okay, I'm ready to make another purchase. But there's so many factors that you can look at when buying a sneaker. For instance, there's Nike, and that's a stock, but you can also dig deep into their information and find out who supplies the leather for Nikes, who supplies the shoestrings for Nike. It may be the same company for all 3 companies. I don't know, but you want it, then that will expand your choice on finding companies, more companies. So Nike may be a great idea, but you know what? The shoestring company, the company that supplies the shoestrings for all the brands is making headlines, is making money. And so that might be a choice in the stocks. I'm not going to talk a lot about crypto and NFTs, but I will interject here. So say like you love these brands, but there's always something lacking and missing on the sneaker that you would love to have. You can design your own sneaker. So you can go online and find websites where you can design your own sneaker. If you are good at that, then you can submit your design to the company. And that's a whole nother level right there. Or you can, if you have, like my godson has over 200 pair of sneakers, first edition. Those things are worth more money than what he initially paid for. So he could take that and go online and sell his sneakers for a higher price. Someone is wanting that first edition, but they didn't make it to the store in time or didn't make it to the website in time to get it. That's another way of making money and multiplying your money. You can also design your sneaker and make it into an NFT and sell it. So if you're a great artist and you could design a sneaker. So what's nice about NFTs is that you can put it online, and then if someone buys it, and then say a lot of times people buy art, and then depending on the artist, the art itself becomes more valuable, worth more money down the road, and then they sell it at a higher price. But with an NFT, so say if someone, you design a sneaker, you have it on the NFT platform and someone buys it, or if you make 3 different designs and someone buys those designs, and then later on down the road, your design is worth more money and they sell it, you still receive royalties from that. A lot of times the artist will paint a picture, sell it at that price, and that's it. They never see any more profit from there. And then they become famous and that person sells it at a higher price and they never get to benefit from that higher price. But with NFTs, you still maintain control throughout the whole process, which is a great idea. Now, step number 4, we've narrowed it down. We have Nikes, Adidas, Converse, and we decide, hey, we're gonna buy Nike stock. We're gonna add that to our portfolio. You wanna start a portfolio of companies that of stocks that will make you money. And you can stay with the one and ride it out and keep adding to that selection as you get allowance and birthday money, or you can make other choices. So the main thing is that for the first year of learning how about stocks, you're going to read books, you're going to find mentors, you're going to take classes, and then you're going to set up an account that you could just play in that's really not buying stocks, but you are selecting real companies and you're watching how they perform over the year. So 1 year from now, you decide, okay, I'm ready. The whole point is to make choices. Now all choices is going to lead to a positive end. Sometimes it may not make money. There's no guarantees, but if you do your research, you look at the numbers, the company's, is making strides, you made the best choice off of your due diligence, then you want to make a choice. A lot of times people get fearful and they don't make any choices and their money's not multiplying. So, decide how much money you're willing to put in the market and make a choice, make an investment, make a purchase of a company's stocks, and then decide, I'm only going to put $100 in. For the first year, I'm going to play with $100. And then as you keep doing it, it's like exercising at the gym. You'll get stronger and stronger on purchasing stocks. Then you can say, okay, well, that $100 made me $500. Well, I can pay myself back the $100, then take the $400 and reinvest it back into the market. Now you're stronger than the day that you started. You made a great choice on your company choice and it's made you money. So don't be afraid to make choices. Step number 5, you want to then, and you could do this, and I'm saying step number 5, but it could be step number 1. You can start off looking for an online brokerage company. And what you do is you go online and you say top 10 online brokerage companies. It will then list those companies. You want to look at, every time you make a purchase of a stock and sell a stock, you pay a fee. Now, some companies don't charge you for transactions. You want to look at their reputation. You want to see what other people that have used the company have said about the company. And then you make a decision. This online brokerage account, and I have a video that I will share that will go into more details on that, but if you're under 18 and under, your parents will have to, sign on the line for you. So you would have a guardian account, but it would be in your name, but your parents' name will be there until you reach the age of 18, you become an adult, then you take over full-fledged. But once your parent sets the account up for you, guess what? You can make purchases on your laptop. You can make purchases on your iPad. You can make purchases on your cell phone. That's how easy it is. You just go online, choose your stock, determine how much stock you want to purchase, and boom, you have your, and it keeps track. So you will have to deposit money into this account so that you can make your purchases. Now, you want to look at the online accounts to see what they offer. So some online brokerage accounts will only allow you to buy a share of stock, but there are some companies that will let you buy a fraction of a stock. So what does that mean? Like, so say if I want to buy Nike. Okay, so now the market is open Monday through Friday. That's when you have to make your purchases. But I can go online and look up. Now, to look up Nike stocks, you just, depends on what you use. You can use Yahoo Finance. You could, if you have a brokerage account, you can look up the company there. Every company has a symbol. So I'm looking it up now online. This is downloading slow. And then what I like about purchasing stocks, like I said, it's a way to grow your money. So if you're, 10 years old, where my daughter started her account, now she's 23, but over the years, she has made some short-term, you want to go in and manage your account. Some stocks along the way, you have to, weed out the ones that aren't performing well and add some great ones that are performing. But you can hold it long-term, you can hold it short-term, and there's different processes for what you want to do. Some people buy stocks when they go down in price. Okay, so the symbol, every company has a symbol. So Nike stock, I would have had to purchase it. So say, and the weekend is a great time to prepare your list, prepare your decision making. So when the market opens on Monday, you're in position. So I don't know if you can see that, you guys. I know but Nike ended on Friday at $129.07. So let's say you only had $100 and you wanted to buy Nike stock. Well, you're short $29.07. So what you can do, there are some brokerage accounts that will allow you to buy a fraction so that you could put $50 or $25 or $10, however much money you have, and you could buy a small, like a whole piece of, you imagine a piece and you cut it into different pieces. You can get a piece of that one share. So you would need to find the company that will allow you to do that. The other thing I want to point out, this is something else. I look at the numbers, I look at management, but I also look at the different athletes that they sign up to sponsor their product. Or like, Michael Jordan has his own line of sneakers. So I look at which athlete that is in the limelight right now that they endorse their sneakers. And so like when they signed up LeBron James, now that gave me interest. Okay, let me look at Nike stock, because how many young people follow him? And so by him wearing or having his own line or his own brand through the Nike, that's going to increase revenue, which means that that's going to increase the monies that the stockholders will make. And so those are the things, that's another key thing. So you want to pay attention to some key things that are happening within the company that will generate more income. When you go to buy a pair of sneakers, I've seen where they show on the news where people will camp out overnight and wait in line for the next edition. And so those are the things you pay attention to, because that generates revenue for the company. And that allows them to say, okay, let's share that with the people that own our stocks. So I wanted to share that little tip with you. Just play a video for us that explains the brokerage account.
Here, Wall Street bully. I heard my parents talking about a brokerage account, but what is a brokerage account anyway? A brokerage account is an account that you use to make investments, like buying or selling stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and many more. Well, where does the money to buy stocks or ETFs or the other things come from? You have to fund the brokerage account from your checking or savings account, which means you take money out of your checking or savings account and deposit or put that money in your brokerage account. Is there any fee for opening or maintaining a brokerage account? There's usually no fee to open the account, but some brokerages do charge a yearly fee, which is a fee that you pay every year for being able to use the brokerage account. But some brokerages also have a minimum amount of investment that is required. That is usually $1,000 to $2,500. Well, do you pay any other fee in a brokerage account? You do pay a commission for each trade, which means buying or selling stocks, bonds, or other things, which is usually between $5 and $9 for each trade. Well, how do you get the money when you sell the stock or bond or other things? The money comes into the brokerage account when you sell them, and it can be transferred into your checking or savings account, just like you transferred it to the brokerage account from your checking or savings account before you made the investment. Is the money in the brokerage account safe? When the brokerage is registered with the Securities Investors Protection Corporation, or SIPC, each account is insured for up to $500,000. So, if your brokerage is registered with the SIPC, your money is safe as long as it's under $500,000. Well, what are some of the popular brokerages? Some of the popular brokerages are Charles Schwab, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Vanguard, and many more. How do I open a brokerage account? It's very simple and easy to open a brokerage account. It can be done online in less than 10 minutes by visiting the brokerage website. Thank you very much for telling me about a brokerage account, Wall Street Bully. You're welcome, Super Cooper. Remember, finance is your friend.
That was cute. So that gives you a basic idea about the brokerage account.